Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. Four touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. They're trying to eliminate the interception. He wants to keep that hot streak going for touchdown passes.
The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes. Stretched. Dreamed. Going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch every one thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. First run now for Kyron Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, what are the lights? And do not ask me to explain what in the world happened there, folks. That's a safety in the strangest of ways, my word. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at the 40. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 23 carries, 92 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
They go play action here. Purdy. Open man is Jerron Jennings. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of
23 yards the pickup there.
San Francisco.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Still fighting for more. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to stretch out their lead. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
Moody good with the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Pass complete there to McCoy. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. But certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Here's more on the return. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. You talk about this Rams defense. They enter play here number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Purdy. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown themselves to the task at hand and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On fourth down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll look to Williams to begin things. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing is Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Here's Stafford. That's in the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Niners set to take over on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take it off.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Niners come in with 2 wins on the year, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 3rd and 5. Purdy looking to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Only able to gain a couple there. Presented 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
After 1, it's 9-0. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Purdy now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. His first catch, good for 14 there, and a first down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. There's a 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
49ers.
Purdy bootlegging it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down.
For the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Jake Moody to kick off.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Going to be taken in here by McCool. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now again up the middle to Williams. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In motion goes the tight end. Now it's Stafford. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around 30. Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
Partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. A solid stiff arm. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. That may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Purdy. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Back to throw, Purdy. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And some room to run now. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
2nd and 10. Purdy will look to throw again here. Over the middle and complete to Moore. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And a 3rd down and 6 to go.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well in time there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that's going to bump up their lead now to 15-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. Here's Kyron Williams running out for another possession. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
Don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
This 2nd and 4.
At their 48-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle, 2-2 out row. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 46-yard line.
Now Stafford. Open man, Higby, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here's Stafford. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
To throw is Stafford. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing again is Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. 2-2 Atwell. As the first half is winding down. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only have the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half.
But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I'll do as a head coach? I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to push this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Final play of the half. Purdy. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Another rip, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they are going to score on the football return. Touchdown, Illinois. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Stafford and that Rams offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal.
49ers 15.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Shedding the tackle. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware. If they can throw a screen at him, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st down, San Francisco.
This is McCaffrey on the give. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
42-yard line.
Play action, now Purdy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
First down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Rams to take over. Last week they got the victory against the Colts. They lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They give it to Williams, running right. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half. He's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here now, 2nd and 4. On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good.
They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Pass complete there to McCool. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. And it's complete. He's getting it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Devontae Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. And this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
49ers 15.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Devontae Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Unable to corral him. He fights through. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for here at bat, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too. Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Throwing here, Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
A 7-yard gain.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he is going to have a Niners first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Purdy from the gun. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Purdy now to throw. He hits more on the screen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 115 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 2nd and 6.
At the 22-yard line.
Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Purdy looking to throw. Escaping the pressure late. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. And he's going to go down. Safe back at the 13-yard line. That's multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get him back within 1 score.
Certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Nifty move. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. Second and 5. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is set away. Returning it is Moore. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over first and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to thank the guys on D.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the ball. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Now Purdy. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Calling a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
gain of 9 yards. First down, 49ers.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. Here now, 2nd and goal. Purdy to throw. Well, back foot throw there is incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Here it is, 4th and goal. Purdy to throw. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And he takes this near to 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Rams getting set to go now. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Short throw, it's Higbee. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Stafford. Pass complete, it's Adams. And given 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a gain of 6.
Now it's Stafford. And that's caught by Williams. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 18. And the Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Stafford now to throw. And he floats one there, incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and
final minute of play. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by McCoy. Now San Francisco will call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete. And it's 3rd down and 12.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Here's Purdy to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be stopped after a very short gain, and now you're looking at 4th down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Purdy on 4th down. Looking deep for Jennings. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. As San Francisco gets set to go here. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it'll quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Not a bad idea to start overtime. Feed the hot hand.
And understand that when you're feeding that hot hand, everyone else is pretty much in agreement on it. You know, a team looks at their game and says, all right, who's playing really well? Let them touch the football, and we'll do our job to help him along.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. First throw of overtime for Purdy. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there always is, especially in overtime. Got a prize, though.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially playing a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. First throw in overtime for Stafford. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps, as they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. Get, as you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
Now it's Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tackle in Higbee. And Higbee going to have a Rams first down. There's a tackle made at the 18.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
Stafford
6.
now to throw. They'll find a man over the middle, 2-2 line. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, Parker?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this. All the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So for L.A., they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they fall to defeat for the 2nd time this season. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.
High five! I'm Scott Hansen, and this is your Week 5 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start at SoFi Stadium. The Rams at home to take on the 49ers. And it's Tutu Atwell. He'll take it all the way to the end zone. What a play for the score. The Rams move to 4-1, looking good as they get the win here. From there, why don't we go to South Philly, look in on the Eagles as they host the Denver Broncos. And this is Devontae Smith. 75 yards this one goes, the catch and run for the score. The Eagles win their second straight, and they do it in style. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo. The Bills hosting the New England Patriots. And this is Ramondre Stevenson. He'll find an opening and take it in, a 6-yard rushing touchdown. The Pats move to 3-2 as they get back above 500 with the victory. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.
They've been dealt one of their toughest matchups early in the season, but there is hope. One of their coaches has found what they think is a key weakness. The decision now, how exactly to exploit it.
To Florida. We're looking at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here we get a look at Kyle Shanahan, head coach of the 49ers. This guy's playing one of those dreaded body clock games, making the long trip to the East Coast. On the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Buccaneers, Todd Bowles. These guys with a crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Jake Moody looks all ready. Kate Scott and Brock Heward with you up here in the booth. And away we go beneath the Florida heat. Johnson now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterback. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Off to the races, middle of the field. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead right away. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Moore with a return. Well, bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. They're led out by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Has a hole left, room to run. At the 20. He'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers finish off their opening drive. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown.
Sure didn't take long for somebody to get this game off and running, pun intended. But there's a lot of rounds left to fight and punches to be thrown. Sure feels good, though, to be the first one to land that haymaker.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers start off well to tie things 7-7. Tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Johnson with a return here. This makes it up to the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun. Baker now from the gun. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Here's the give to Irving. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
10 at the 39-yard line.
Slot man motioned over. First down, here's Baker. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this up to his own 44. Bernardo Green with that tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 44-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Buck still out there and being looked at now. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They send a receiver in motion right. 3rd down, here's Mayfield. He's running for it. Juke breaks through and he might break away. Hits the 20. And in, touchdown Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers break the tie here in the first. Baker Mayfield a touchdown. That, without a doubt, Brock, one of the longest scrambles that you and I have seen, and we'll probably all see for a while, and it ends in a memorable touchdown.
Yeah, we're going to see that again and this game, probably on TV all week long. Quite the effort from somebody who proved he could be quite the runner when called upon.
McLaughlin checks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
49ers 7.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Moore with a return. Oh, stiff ball. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And they've been able to lean on him in the early goings of this NFL season. He's in the top 5 in the NFL in rushing. Ball at the 33 for first down. On the ground, begin the drive with McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
On 3rd down, Purdy finds him over the middle. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line, no gain.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Purdy setting up that play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a 49er first down.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting the completion.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 yards as that brings up 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. Oh, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought for that one stop, but only managed to get back to line of scrimmage.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
And the 49ers first down.
Working inside the red zone. Getting out to his left. He's modeling over something here. Just chucks it away.
That may not look like much in tomorrow's grade sheet. It'll just be an S for satisfactory. But that's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball, but don't put it in harm's way.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy. They just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Play action now. Purdy. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Johnson now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
That type of start? Well, you wanted all 17 games of the season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
2nd and 10 now. Hits him on the out route. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made by Jaguar Brown.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Got his man. It's on him. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Getting on that shot, you totally flip the field and the tone of this drive.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Mayfield now from the gun. Short pass brought in. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can come in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. He made taking away that quick slant look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Kate, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. He anticipated that route. It's Johnny on the spot.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our 1st quarter. 14-10 our score. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Play number 9 of the drive. This is going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Throwing again. It's Mayfield. It's on target to Johnson. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Irving. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. They try to smash his way in. They charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
I think I could see that sideline considering a challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
Mayfield keeps it himself, and he's in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers now lead by 10. Baker Mayfield, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. With the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
First down, Purdy to throw. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Purdy on the play action. That's Mayer. He's got it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play action plays they've repped over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully. And the tight end beneficiary.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the gun is Purdy. Flushed out of the pocket. He got it! Interception! Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Buccaneers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
That's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
180. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Inside, hauled in by Godwin. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
He puts some air onto this one, deep right. That's complete inside the 35. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 18. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Purdy. Taking a deep shot here. And they don't connect looking deep there, but this play's not quite over yet. There's a flag on the field. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still 1st down.
Purdy looking to throw. Pearsall on the slant. Has some daylight through the 40. And they are all the way into that red zone.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now try it right from McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, San Francisco.
McCaffrey will take it in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers chop some of the lead off before the half. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers make it an 11-point ball game.
49ers up 17.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Johnson with a return here. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Todd Bowles sending his Bucs out for another drive. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10, it's a give to White. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be second down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Here we go, second and 9. And that one's going to hit the turf. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be third and long.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
Here's Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. The 49ers and Ricky Pearsall headed back out on offense. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. 49ers to the line. First and 10. Play action now with Purdy. Headed out right. Throw wheeled in by Baylor. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time, Kibbe did a terrific job finding that out.
They really don't care what the split is between ground and him as a receiver. The important part for their offense, Brock, is just getting this dude touches.
Yeah, just like those hoopers you see, right? When they are on fire, get him the ball. Whatever it takes, you're going to find a way to devise a scheme to get it to him, and they're doing it right down damage through the air.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. San Francisco calls it second timeout. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. To the air again, Purdy. That's brought in by Jennings. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Pick up a 5 on that play, and that's a 49er first down. Sticking to the air here, it's Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This a 54-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Week 6 is here, starting to get a little bit of a sense who the contenders are and who the pretenders are. Let's hop in. Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good matchup in the AFC. And this is Kendrick Bourne. A brilliant catch and run for the touchdown. The Broncos improved to 4-2 on the year with another win. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is Jalen Hurts. He's going to find a man. It's an 11-yard touchdown pass. The Eagles wind up doubling them up. 28-14, your final score. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy. The New Orleans Saints hosting the New England Patriots. And and it's Alvin Kamara. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Saints on top in this one at halftime. And with that, a look now at the rest of the action around the NFL here in week number 6. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our third quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. And what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Going run again with McCaffrey. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at a 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And this is the first time he's been called on today. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. Coach Kyle Shanahan ushering his 49ers offense back to the field. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time to go down, but you always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. A tight end in motion now. The give now to White. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
That's got to be so frustrating for the running. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
He lobs it deep middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Baker to throw. And drop this down, White. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. This one strikes down at the 1, and predictably into the end zone it goes for the touchback.
20-yard line.
'49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Takes out a one-stop. And he's taken down. But some quality yardage on that play.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Well, it took a one-play partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Buying some time right. He takes it himself. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's 2nd down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
McCaffrey pushing for the end zone, and it holds the football. It's not loose. And it looks like the defense got it. No touchdown. They recover, and this is going to be a touchback.
Kate, did those sidelines get loud or what? It was practically in unison. Everybody's shouting to jump on top of that one. We just needed an official signal if it was 6 points or a touchback. And fortunately for them, well, it was a touchback.
Todd Bowles sending his Bucs out for another drive. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
On the screen, this is White. He'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
They kick the running back in motion. 3rd and short, Mayfield. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
And it ends up a good return for them. Up past their own 40.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Purdy setting up that play action. He rolls to his right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Back to throw it. They connect for the first. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. 1st and 10 from the 41. Again, left side to McCaffrey. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. Offense to the line for 2nd down. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Hits him on the out route. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that. Going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
On 3rd down, Purdy. He makes the catch. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a 49er 1st down.
And a 49er 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Now it's McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, Once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Purdy throwing here. Dumped off to his running back. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
From the red zone now. This one's caught. Here's the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers down by only 2 in the fourth. George Kittle, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So now, massive moment coming up for the 49ers as they go for 2.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's Purdy to throw for it. And he brings it in. They go for 2 and the tie, and it works out. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Johnson now on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. He finds Evans left side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Now a hit, Mayfield loses the ball. Oh, and they get it back. The play's still loud. And he's able to advance it just a little bit after recovering that fumble partner, so a costly mistake is averted. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, a 2-yard run on 1st down. I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Running on 2nd with White. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's good for a Tampa Bay. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, a run for White. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. They only get a yard out of that run. It's going to be 2nd down.
Up 2nd down at the 31-yard line.
Here's White again. He finds space into the red zone. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and we see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Again, this is White. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Out of the gun, White. And the defense wins this round. Got stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers going for the win here. And the 49ers in a dime set now, 3rd down coming. He'll throw it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers jump in front late. Mike Evans with the touchdown. Coughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flight.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Starting from the 5. Making some progress here. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. 49ers back on offense and set to take over. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Setting up to pass. Trying to push it deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
He'll look to throw it. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 7 yards.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down. That 100-yard mark, it's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs. And he's now reached it with that last catch. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Back to throw. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Throwing now. Short pass brought in. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Here he is to throw. Throw wheeled by Baylor. And they bring him down around the 34. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Purdy. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, 49ers.
And he gets it spiked. 20 seconds left to play. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. On the gun is Purdy. On target to Valdez-Scantling. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Offense to the line for first down. Conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. To the air again. Purdy. Escapes the pocket. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. Now with 8 seconds remaining in the game, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
And it's not over yet. They score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here.
San Francisco.
So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Coach did not hesitate there. He held up those 2 fingers right away. They're going to try for this win.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And this is caught. Oh, he gets them 2 points, and with those, they've got the lead.
36. Buccaneers, 35.
They didn't come here today to play for no overtime, Brock. They didn't come here today to come away with a tie. They came here for the W, baby. And that 2-point conversion has them now moments away from that.
So many factors go into a big decision like that, Kate. You got to separate the emotion of it. You got to look at where your team is, and ultimately, who do you trust the most? In these huge decisions, time and again, it's all about trust to me. And this staff, well, they put the trust in that offense to go deliver, and boy, did they ever.
Going trips left here as they get set. First and 10. Here he goes, one final shot. This one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers. As with that, we sign off from Tampa.
Nothing like October football. Welcome in, everyone. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 6. I'm Scott Hansen. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. Let's start in Tampa. The Bucs at home to take on the 49ers. And here is the 6-time Pro Bowler, George Kittle. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And it's Trevor Lawrence hooking up with his main man, Brian Thomas Jr. Beautiful throw to the back of the end zone. It's a touchdown. The Jags let their defense set the tone. They win it 24-3. Last but not least, let's go to Baltimore. The Ravens hosting the LA Rams. And it's Kyron Williams. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Rams are playing well. They improved to 5-1 with this victory. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying good night. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.